Hi guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another video for SpiegelMom Scraps. And this week the theme is an unusual birthday, or some kind of birthday that you would not necessarily typically scrapbook. And so I am taking a little bit of a different twist on this birthday theme. And so I am working with some pattern papers from my old Felicity Jane kits. And then I have also pulled out this ephemera pack, which is from one of the Pink Paislee recent birthday collections. And those are going to be the main things that I'm kind of working with in this layout. And so I have a 4x6 photo of my son, and this is my son at school with a picture of his kindergarten teacher, who is in the photo dressed up like Abraham Lincoln. And so I'm just kind of creating a couple of different clusters. So I've grabbed the 4-inch doilies from the SpiegelMom Scraps store. And I have one of those in the bottom right and then one of those above my photo. And I'm going to use those layers above my photo to house my title. And then I'm just adding some of those strips of pattern paper that I fussy cut from the Felicity Jane paper down to the bottom and then also on the left hand side. And then I have a 3x4 card that just says documented that I'm also going to use from that Felicity Jane, my old Felicity Jane stash. And so I've grabbed some of these metallic letters, and the title is just going to say, "Hey, Mr. Lincoln." And then I have pulled out these shooting star cork, and these are from the SpiegelMom Scraps store. And if you are a big fan of these cork embellishments like I am, you definitely want to run over there and order some because they are being discontinued. So all of the cork shapes and felt shapes are going to be going away. So if you are into those and use them frequently, you will probably want to go ahead and order some of those. And then I have also grabbed this Webster's Pages Make-A-Wish sticker sheet, and I'm using this little banner that just says "Happy Birthday to You," and I cut off the "to you," and I'm going to tuck that into my frame just so that the happy birthday shows. And that's going to kind of finish out the major details of that cluster down there on the bottom. I have put pop dots underneath that "Celebrate" so that it does stand up off of the page a little bit more. And then I have this little red tab that came off of that sticker sheet that says "Be a Legend." And I thought that was perfect for this photo of my son with Abraham Lincoln. And so that's going to also make it onto the page. And so far I have my clusters with those little shooting star cork. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I want to add. And so now I'm moving on to the sequins. And I know that I want to use 3 different collections. And so I have pulled Black Tie Event for the black ones. And then I pulled Ferris Wheel for like the pale bluish color. And then I also pulled Deck the Halls for that darker turquoise color. So you're going to see me kind of randomly spread those out throughout my 3 main areas. So I'm using the title as one big cluster of embellishment. I'm using the edge of that journaling card as the second one. And then my major embellishment area down on the bottom right is going to be the third. And then I am going to come back and add some more a little bit later, and I'll show you those are going to go down underneath the photo. I kind of end up with a 4th small embellishment cluster. So what makes this an unusual page? My son's kindergarten teacher in their history unit would, each week, she would dress up like a different famous person that they were talking about. And she had the kids actually, she was really in character. So they would ask questions by addressing Mr. Lincoln or whichever famous person it happened to be. And all of her answers would be time appropriate for the time period that that character lived. So my son was super excited that Abraham Lincoln was going to visit because my son and Abraham Lincoln share a birthday on February 12th. And that's always something with my son that we've talked about being kind of special and sort of a big deal. And so my son was super excited. So the day that Abraham Lincoln visited his classroom, he immediately walked in and was like, "Hey, Mr. Lincoln, do you know that we have the same birthday?" And so that's basically what my journaling talks about, is his experience with that and how excited he was to share that with Abraham Lincoln. And so you do see that I added a little Elle Studio stamp on the bottom that just says February 12th. And then it has 2 years because it has the year that Abraham Lincoln was born and the year that my son was born. And then I did add some little sequins down in that box, and that's going to do it. So I hope you enjoyed my unusual birthday layout, and I'll see you again tomorrow with another video for Video a Day July. Bye!